Can two people genuinely love each other and still be wrong for each other? It sounds strange. If there is love, shouldn't the relationship work? Maybe not, because love and compatibility are not the same thing. And sometimes, one of the hardest truths about relationships is this. Two people can love each other deeply and still be unable to build a healthy life together. So, what exactly is love? Love is more than attraction, excitement, or the fear of losing someone. Love can include affection, care, trust, respect, emotional connection, compassion, and a genuine desire for another person's well-being. But love does not automatically create compatibility. You can love someone and still have completely different values. You can love someone and still communicate in unhealthy ways. You can love someone and still want completely different futures. And that's where the question becomes difficult. What does wrong for each other mean? Being wrong for each other does not necessarily mean that either person is bad. It doesn't mean the love was fake. It means that despite the love between them, their personalities, values, needs, goals, boundaries, or ways of living may be so different that maintaining a healthy relationship becomes extremely difficult. Think about it this way. Two people can be good people and still be a bad match. Example 1. Different futures. Imagine Sarah and Daniel. They genuinely love each other. They laugh together. They support each other. But Sarah dreams of having children and building a large family. Daniel knows that he never wants children. Neither person is necessarily wrong. But eventually, love has to confront reality. Can one person give up something this important without resentment? Maybe they can, but maybe they can't. Sometimes love cannot solve a fundamental disagreement about the life you want to live. Example 2. Different ways of communicating. Now imagine Maria and James. Maria wants to talk about problems immediately. James shuts down whenever there is conflict. Maria feels ignored. James feels overwhelmed. The more Maria pushes for communication, the more James withdraws. The more James withdraws, the more Maria pushes. Neither may intend to hurt the other, but their patterns create a cycle. They may love each other, yet their way of handling conflict keeps damaging the relationship. Example 3. Love without trust. Imagine two people who deeply care about each other, but one constantly doubts the other. Where are you? Who are you talking to? Why didn't you answer? Why did you like that person's picture? Over time, love becomes mixed with suspicion and control. The person being questioned feels trapped. The other person feels constantly afraid of being betrayed. Can love exist? Absolutely. But love without trust can become exhausting. And sometimes the relationship needs more than love to survive. Example 4. Losing yourself. Imagine someone who changes everything about themselves to keep their partner happy. They stop seeing their friends. They abandon their interests. They stop expressing their opinions. Eventually, they don't recognize themselves anymore. They may say, "But I love this person." And perhaps they do. But healthy love should not require you to disappear. A relationship should give two people room to remain individuals while building something together. So is love enough? This is where we often misunderstand love. We are taught that if two people love each other enough, everything will work out. But relationships also require compatibility. They require communication, trust, respect, shared or at least manageable values, healthy boundaries, emotional maturity, and sometimes difficult compromises. Love can bring two people together, but love alone may not tell them how to live together. Think about two people who love traveling. They both want adventure, but one wants to live in a big city. The other wants a quiet life in the countryside. Neither dream is wrong, but their dreams may not fit together. Or imagine two people who love each other, but one needs constant closeness while the other needs significant personal space. Again, neither person is necessarily wrong, but their needs may conflict. Being wrong for each other doesn't make the love meaningless. This may be the hardest part to understand. Sometimes people believe, if the relationship ended, then the love must not have been real. But that's not necessarily true. A relationship can be meaningful even if it doesn't last forever. Someone can teach you something, help you grow, show you what you value, or help you understand what you need in a future relationship. The fact that something ended doesn't automatically erase what was real. Sometimes letting go is not proof that you never loved someone. Sometimes it is an acknowledgement that love alone cannot make two incompatible lives fit together. But be careful. There is also an important distinction. Being wrong for each other should not become an excuse for harmful behavior. Abuse, manipulation, intimidation, humiliation, and controlling behavior are not simply examples of incompatibility. Those are serious problems. A healthy relationship requires safety and respect. And sometimes the healthiest decision is creating distance rather than trying harder to make something work. The question we should ask, maybe instead of asking, do we love each other? We should sometimes ask, can we build a healthy life together? Because love asks, do I care about you? Compatibility asks, can our lives work together? And a healthy relationship needs both. Two people can love each other deeply. They can have wonderful memories. They can care about each other's happiness and still discover that their paths are going in different directions. That doesn't necessarily make either person a failure. It makes them human. So, here's something to think about. If you truly love someone, does that automatically mean you should stay with them? Or can loving someone sometimes mean recognizing that neither of you can become the person the other needs? And perhaps the deepest question is this: would you rather be with someone you love but cannot build a healthy life with? Or let go and give both of you the opportunity to find a relationship where love and compatibility can exist together? There may not be an easy answer, but maybe that's the point. Question what you think you know about love.